Hello and welcome. My name is Nathan Pfaff, and I am currently inside the amazing Frog Gallery here in Old Town. Today I will be teaching a class on how to make your very own Zentangle bookmarks. Before we begin, I would like to briefly explain what Zentangle is. Zentangle is a stress-relieving form of art that uses simple to draw but complex looking patterns. Behind me here is one of my very own pieces. It consists of 4 Zentangle tiles. And tiles are usually what Zentangle is drawn on. They are usually square and come in either black, tan, gray, different colors. Today though, we will be using rectangles instead of squares, so just a tiny bit difference. Let's jump right into it. Alright, before we jump right into this, let's briefly go over the supplies we'll need for today. You will need your 08 micron pen. This is really great for filling in big areas of space. And you'll need your micron 03 pen. This is nice for getting small and detailed lines. Also for our border, we will be using a pencil. So let's jump right into this. Using your pencil, lightly place a dot in each corner. When you have finished putting a dot in each corner, go ahead and connect those dots to form a square, or in this case a rectangle. And if you're curious, the bookmark size is 3 inches by 8.5 inches. If you want, these lines can be straight, or if you want to give them a little extra character or something, you can make them curved if you want. This rectangle that sort of acts as a border is called the border. It will help keep your Zentangle from not looking too messy by giving you some boundaries so you don't go all the way out to the edge. Alright, for the next step, we're going to make our string. And a string in Zentangle is basically what divides your space that you're going to work into different areas. So we're going to be dividing our bookmarks into 3 sections today. So I'm going to add, I might do diagonal lines. So I'm going to add a line here and a line here. If you don't want to add diagonal lines, that's perfectly fine. You can do whatever as long as you just get 3 sections. And they don't have to be even sections either. Alright, so go ahead and put your pencil down and grab your 03 micron pen. I'm going to be using this middle section to start off with, but if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can pick any of the other 2. This first Zentangle pattern we're going to use is called Crescent Moon. And to begin, we're going to add almost like an arch in each corner of the section you chose. Just like that. Alright, so go ahead, put your cap on your 03 pen, and let's break out the 08. Like I said earlier, the 08 is great for filling in large spaces of area, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to fill in each one of these areas just all the way black. When doing this, you might want to try maybe using small circular motions. This will help get the ink on evenly, but also help you stay in your borders. Don't try to rush filling in your areas. I know I'm going a little bit fast, but you don't have to. Just take your time and really enjoy the moment. Sorry if I cut out there for a second. The battery in my camera died, but I got replaced and we're ready to go. And if you accidentally scribble outside the lines, that's also perfectly okay. There are no mistakes in Zentangle, just happy little accidents. No, I'm just sort of messing around. But it's true, you don't have to feel bad if you accidentally drew outside the line, because this is your piece of art and it can be whatever you like it to be. In fact, mistakes are not necessarily encouraged, but they're not looked down upon in Zentangle, because a small mistake might lead to something really cool or a different creative outlook. Alrighty. When you're done filling in your arches, go ahead and put the cap back on the 08 and grab your 03 again. For this next step, you're going to be drawing a line that echoes the arch that you just filled in. So it'll look something like this. Just a simple line that echoes the arch. And you want to go to each one, just one by one, adding one. And when you get done with them, you just want to go around again. And you want to keep going until you run out of room. Now, eventually your lines will want to connect. And so what I like to do, I like to imagine as if the line is going under. So see right here, I need to start over here, but this line is in the way. So I'm going to imagine that it went under and is just now showing here. It's going to go around and it's going to go back right under this line now. So we'll go around there. You might have to do that a lot, especially when you get closer and closer to the center. See, like I'm gonna have to imagine it's going behind that line, and so I'm gonna stop right there. Here's another one, and another. And occasionally, you'll draw a line, and you know it'll be able to pop out here, so what I like to do, I like to start by drawing the line, pick up the pen and follow where it will come out at, and then go ahead and finish the arch. And when you think you have enough going on there, it's okay to stop whenever. If you fill it up to where you can't add another line, such as right here, I can't echo this arch, then you don't even have to do it. You can just skip it and move on to the next one. And that was Crescent Moon. Congratulations on your first Zentangle pattern for your bookmark. This next one is called Hollybaugh, and it sort of looks like interstate overpass if you're looking at it from above. So you're going to start off with picking a section. I'm going to use this bottom one here, and I'm going to draw a line, just a random line, and then a line running next to it. And then I'm going to rotate my bookmark, and if you need to rotate, that's perfectly fine. It's just whatever to make it more comfortable for you. And I'm going to add another line. I'm going to pick up my pen, and I'm imagining that this line is going under it, and I'm going to follow where it's going to come out at. And then I'm going to make a line parallel to it. Pick up my pen and go across. And I'm going to repeat that move a couple more times just until it looks like there's a complex interweaving of, for lack of a better term, we're going to call these roads. So I'm going to add another side of the road here, pick up my pen, follow where it comes out at, and finish. Then to complete the road, I'm going to draw the other sign, pick up my pen, and finish. I'm going to do that quite a few more times. You want to get most of the area filled up with roads. Alright, when you are satisfied with your complex weaving of roads, you're gonna, still using your O3, go and just mark the areas that aren't roads. So the areas left in between the roads. And the reason we're marking this is because we're gonna go back and fill them in using our 08 pen, but this way it's just a little bit easier to tell so you don't accidentally fill in one of your roads. Like so. Now what I like to do first is if there's a area that needs to get filled in but it's a smaller area, I'm still going to use the O3 just since it's a bit smaller and it's able to get those fine details. Alright, once you filled in your smaller areas, you're going to put a cap on your O3 and go back to our good pal 08. And we're going to fill in those larger areas. Again, just take your time, be in the moment, and if you accidentally scribble outside the line, it's perfectly okay. One of the fun things about Zentangle is that there's not necessarily a strict set of rules. For example, if you wanted your roads to have twists and turns in them, they don't necessarily have to be a straight road. You could put in some fun little curves in there. Or maybe if you wanted to add some colors. If instead of black you wanted to add like a blue or a red, that's also okay. There's no rules that say you can't do that. It's one of the nice things about art, is that you can make it whatever you'd like it to be. Oops, I made a mistake. But it is perfectly okay. I'll just say that road has a pothole in it or something. Alright, when you are done filling out your black spaces, feel free to put the cap back on the 08, and that is it for our second pattern. That one was called Hollybaugh, and it's really neat. Looks like a overpass intersection if you were looking at it from above. So now it's time to put something in our third and final area. So for this one, we're going to be using a pattern called Mist. And to start out, you're going to want to grab your 02, I'm sorry, my bad, your 03, and start by just drawing a squiggly line, going about halfway down off of the side that you prefer. When you do that, you're just going to add another one next to it, maybe a different length. I went short with that one, I think I'm going to go long with this one. Just evenly spaced if you want. And they're just going to be sort of hanging down like some vines in a jungle or something. Feel free to add as many as you like. I'm going a bit, not adding too many this time. I don't want to make it too complicated or busy. Alright, when you're done with that, you want to now put a dot following the way down. So imagine like if it's raining and the rain is dripping off of your vines. So it's a dot here, just going straight down all the way to your border. Again, feel free to take your time. I don't want to rush anybody here. Just take your time, be in the moment, enjoy what you're doing, and appreciate the fact that what you're doing looks amazing and you're doing a great job at it. Once you finish your dots, that's it, you're done. That's our third pattern, and that one's called Mist. Congratulations on completing your first Zentangle bookmark. The final step for this is that you want to add your initials somewhere outside the border. I'm going to place mine right here. I have a little artist slash that I like to use, and it's just sort of my thing, but it can look like whatever you want it to. And then you are also going to want to sign and date the back. I'm doing that right now. I think I might be off camera. Alright, and so when you sign and date the back, it will look something like that. And if you're wondering why this is over here, it's actually because my battery sort of died on me and I wasn't sure where I left you guys, so I decided to start over. So there you go. Congratulations on your first Zentangle bookmark. Thanks for joining me. Congratulations on making your very own Zentangle bookmark. I hope that you really enjoyed this video and had a lot of fun. Feel free to try different varieties. Make it your own. Be as creative as you want with it. This is your bookmark, and you can do whatever you'd like to it. I wanted to give a big thanks to Pfaff, which, if you didn't know, stands for the Florence Regional Art Alliance. They helped make this video possible. I also wanted to give a big thanks to Joe Boudreau down at Beaux Arts and Fine Materials for supplying some of the supplies needed for today's lesson. Have a nice day. Bye.